Hi, YouTube. This is going to be the first attempt at some sort of podcast thing. I am MrLuBuFu.
I'm MrAnonymityTrade.
I'm Roxaboxen90.
And we have a special for you guys today. We're going to go over all 31 of the Planeswalkers and rank them in order. We're going to start at worst and work our way up. There were 4 different scores that we gave them. There was a score in Standard, a score in Cube, a score for EDH, and a score for Flavor. Those were all added up to form a net score from 1 to 40, and then they were ranked from there. So I gave him the score in Standard, Milo gave him the score in Cube, Mike gave him the score in EDH, and Drew gave him the score for Flavor. So enough battering around the bush, of course. And let's go ahead and start with the worst Planeswalker ever made, Chandra Ablaze.
Well,
I guess I can...
Yeah, left to right.
She is horrible! She's a 6-mana Planeswalker that does basically nothing. What happened was the submission date for a Planeswalker was coming up, and then they realized, oh, we don't have anything decent for Chandra Ablaze. So they're like, let's make one up right at the last minute. And so they did, and then they were like, well, we want to make sure it's not stupidly broken. So then they made it 6 mana and made it completely unplayable.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it seems like it should have been a 5-mana spell, but the other Chandra was already 5 mana. So instead of putting it down, they put it up. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. She sucks. On to the next one. So next in 30th place is Nissa Revane.
Oh, goodness.
I'll go on this one. I'll say she's horrible in EDH. Like, atrocious. I mean, maybe...
Yeah, any singleton format, right, buddy? Singleton, terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. I mean, maybe she might be okay for her final ability in an elf tribal deck, but she's not even good there because you'll never get her ultimate off. So she's just awful.
I think the thing that bothered me the most, too, is she's this insanely bit character. She just kind of feels crowbarred in there to be important, but then she really doesn't do anything after the, Eldrazi storyline. She's supposed to, but she doesn't. So.
Also, she's really arrogant and stupid when it comes to the Eldrazi.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. I really just dislike her, and I'm surprised that she got a high score she did.
She did? She got a really high?
You gave her a really nice score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's because, well, I broke it down on art, mechanics, name, and whether I enjoyed them. She got a 0 on enjoyment, but her card definitely fits her in the story. I just think she's a really flat character.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at a 1 in EDH, actually. Doesn't she seem fun in Elves? Isn't there an Elf deck?
In EDH?
Yeah. Can't you play Elves?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I played her before. In Tribal, she's still bad in Tribal. Because her... I mean, her +1 that Nissa's chosen is useless. Her +1 that you gain 2 life for each elf, now that might be okay. The thing is, in EDH, gaining life doesn't really matter much. Especially in an elf deck, where you basically win via just massive smashing aggro. I mean, it doesn't really... You're not expecting to take a lot of damage, to lose via damage. Basically deal with any sort of creature that attacks you. And then her -7 is great, but you never get to her -7 because she's so weak. Chances are she's just going to die before she gets there. I mean, she's really not great at all.
Let's move from pretty bad green Planeswalker to another bad red Planeswalker in Tibalt the Fiend-Blooded.
Aw.
Poor Red.
Yeah, and Red's really bad.
I mean, but let's get it out of the way, though. He does have a really interesting story, if you guys haven't read up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm the one that gave...
It's kind of lame.
I'm the one that gave him...
Oh, crap.
Go. You talk about it.
It's kind of unfortunate that he got saddled with such a horrible card, but his story was fantastic. And reading over it, I really want to see him again pop up in a later set. So here's hoping that he's not another Nissa Revane.
When he first came out, I was like, oh, 2-mana Planeswalker. You think, it can't be horrible, it might be okay. Yeah, he is absolutely terrible in Standard. I have tried to play them, and I've played against him, and they would cast turn 2 Tibalt. I would say, hallelujah, thanks for showing me that you have a horrible card in your deck.
What else were they playing?
It was... he was playing red, blue, black, self-mill flashback shenanigans.
3 color,
even
double
then
red,
it was bad.
2 drops?
Yeah, he had the craziest mana base known to man.
Weird.
Wow.
Nevertheless, it was horrible, and I was happy every time he cast it.
That was at the PTQ?
What was that?
Was that at the Pro Tour qualifier?
Oh no, that wasn't. No, this was casual.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, from red and green planeswalkers that are bad to a red-green planeswalker that is bad, Sarkhan Vol.
Oh dear.
Actually, can anyone explain to me why he's suddenly gone up in price on Star City? Like he sold out at 15.
Because people forgot how bad he was.
Does he see play in like?
But I mean, but really, what is that like? Yeah,
I have no idea.
Is he seeing a reprint decent. In M13? Do we know?
No, he's not.
So why would he? I don't know. That's weird.
I mean, is there a weird? It's like a weird red-green aggro deck in Modern that uses him. I don't know.
No, there's not.
There's actually
wants to play creatures, so.
There's a better red-green planeswalker in Standard right now called Huntmaster of the Fells, who does very similar things. And he, like when you play, it costs exactly the same too, and he has the same power and toughness when he flips. He's So, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he's
honestly,
okay in EDH.
I mean, you get to kidnap a guy for a turn, or give a guy haste. That could be okay. No.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason I even gave him before.
It's just not enough, and he doesn't protect himself, right?
Yeah. Before I forget, I will be putting a link to our total scores in the description below. So if you guys want to take a look at how we rated things, you guys can do that down below. Now let's move on from Sarkhan Vol to Sarkhan the Mad.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah.
Pure coincidence, but Sarkhan gets the grand prize of being the overall worst Planeswalker cards summed up.
Wow.
He looks cool though. But I think he looks all right. Like, I'm interested to know more about Sarkhan the Mad when I see his picture. I don't know. What do you have to say, Drew?
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I like him a lot. I like Sarkhan the Mad's card art a lot better than Sarkhan Vol's card art. I will give you that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fist pump, I agree. Yeah.
And I will tell you, I when I was playing at that time, I was playing black-red aggro like no tomorrow. I was jamming Sarkhan the Mad in my deck, and he was still not good.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I tried. Like, I was playing nothing with above mana cost 4, and all removal. Lightning Bolt was around. It felt great, and he still, like, didn't do much.
Yeah.
I like his I wish they'd play up his transformation more in the card art, because he's able to like take on dragon characteristics, and they have in one of the card arts, I believe it's from the Vault's Form of Dragon, he's transforming and shooting fire and stuff, and I feel like if they did something like that, I'd gravitate towards him a little more.